Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 4th of August. It's the year 2020. That's what they tell us. I've made this video like 6 times, and every time I made this video, I got distracted and then listened to it afterwards, and it was very complicated. I'm going to try to make this as simple as I possibly can. Every video for the last 30 days, I've been stressing using Patriot Pantry. There was a reason for that. I'm going to do a giveaway, okay? A real good one. And this is all on me. I recently had something pretty decent happen to me, and because of the timeline that we find ourselves in, might as well give some away. If you've ordered from Patriot Pantry from June 1st all the way to the end of August. So if you ordered anytime in June, anytime in July, and if you order anytime in August till the very end of August, I'm going to give you an email at the end of August. You send me a copy of your paid invoice. It has to be legit, or I'm not doing it. You'll be disqualified. And if your invoice is $10 all the way up to $2,500, if it's more than $2,500 is my cutoff. I'll pay your invoice. We're going to take all the invoices, we're going to number them, and then run them through a random number generator, just like I did with that 5-ounce silver coin the other night. Pick a winner, and if your bill is $500, I'll pay it. If your bill is $10,000, I'll give you $2,500. $2,500 is my cutoff. I was going to do $5,000, but I decided not to because for those that can't afford it, I'm going to pick, I don't know how I'm going to do this yet, but I'm going to pick 5 subscribers and award them $500 apiece. And I'll either PayPal or wire it to you, one of the two. So that's a total of $5,000. Okay? Now, for all the people that have been yelling, Richie makes millions of dollars on YouTube. Richie's videos are all demonetized. Both of my channels, over 500,000 subscribers, both of my channels have been demonetized for over a year. My main channel was frozen, if you recall, at 315,000 subscribers for like 8 months. And then suddenly they let go of that and it went up to 400 and whatever. I've been on YouTube 11 years, okay? And I never monetized. The YouTuber Montegraph convinced me back in November of 2016 to monetize. So I finally did. The problem is I monetized at the exact same time Donald Trump and fake news showed up, which means I never reaped the benefits that so many YouTubers were enjoying. I don't censor. I get hit constantly. So I make garbage on YouTube. Period. If money was my drive the entire year of 2020, I would have been pushing flashlights and all these other stupid things. If you recall, when this pandemic first broke, I didn't advertise whatsoever at all. Whatsoever at all. Because there was no time. It wasn't about that. It never has been about that. About a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I realized that we've got a window here. So I started pushing Patriot Pantry again because it's good stuff. It's stuff that you are absolutely without a doubt going to need. Period. I use it. You should too. So at any rate, if you ordered from June, anytime in June, anytime in July, and then anytime in August, if you ordered in all 3 months, send me all 3 invoices. That's 3 entries. I will pay your invoice. We'll do it live. My cutoff is $2,500. So like I said, if your invoice is for like $5,000, I'm only paying $2,500. If your invoice is $500, I'll pay the $500. And then I'll pick 5 subscribers that couldn't afford Patriot Pantry and give them $500 apiece. Because that's what you're supposed to do. So many channels have made ass loads of money off people and once in a while they'll give out a $100 credit card. You know, it's bullshit. I've always given away cool stuff on this channel, but the more I gave things away, the more I got attacked. So I kind of lost interest in it because it sucks. I gave away a bunch of silver one time, and the guy that didn't even win claimed it and fooled me. So I had to give it. I drove to his house and gave it to him, and then I actually had to give it to the guy that actually did win again. So it sucked. Now, here's something. In case you didn't know, the videos are up. You can always just go check. My channel's got 2,500 videos on it. I've been doing this, driving around the country, since before I was Richie from Boston. I spent from the crib till about 13, 14 years old, locked in a room. No television, no nothing. Maybe it worked to my favor, I don't know. All I had to do was read encyclopedias, animal encyclopedias, and old literature, specifically Mark Twain. So I've always had a passion for small towns, the forest, the woods, the animals. In Jailbreak Overlander, you can basically see that. It's pretty obvious. When I got older, growing up in Lynn, Massachusetts, I got involved with crime, a lot of crime. You know, but I also ended up in jail a lot. Now, when I ended up in jail, this is a fact, you can look it up. I was the guy that when a child molester got arrested, sent to jail, people would say when he gets to jail, he'll get what he deserves. I was one of the guys that made sure he got what he deserves. Unfortunately, when you administer jailhouse justice to a child molester, or a skinner as we call them, you end up in the hole. And I always, you know, I don't care if I go to the hole, I'll show them. Don't tell me, I'll go to jail. Don't tell me, I'll go to the hole. Well, one day, sitting in a concrete box with the light on 24/7, I thought to myself, if I can ever get out of here, I'm building a truck and I'm going to see all these places that I read about. Well, I did, and I still do. The only difference now that I am Richie from Boston, I meet up with my subscribers, a lot of them, face to face. And this giveaway I'm doing, it's a good one, but I've done better. You just haven't heard about it. I've hooked up single mothers. I've hooked up fathers whose wives passed away with, you know, $3,000 bug-out bags, laptops, every other thing. I don't mind. This life is fleeting. Material things don't really matter to me. And if you've met me, and a lot of you have, you can attest to that. Or don't. I've met several YouTubers that you know that are considered patriots. And I've hooked them up. When I got there, they were armed. When I left, they're ready, put it that way. Because that's what you're supposed to do. And not enough people do that in this world as far as I'm concerned. Now, a lot of people like my other channel, Jailbreak Overlander. And I'm glad. That's awesome. But like I said, when you go over there, try to keep it light. I'm not Richie from Boston over there. It's just Jailbreak. And if you start blowing up the comments with Richie from Boston, they're going to tie me to this channel. And then that channel's going to get censored. Or, you know, I'm trying to keep that channel just what I'm doing when I'm not doing this. But a lot of people over there comment and say things like, I'm so envious of you. You're living the dream. Well, I've been sitting in traffic for the last hour on Route 80 in Indiana. I slept on top of my truck last night. I slept terrible because it was actually really cold out. I spend literally 98% of my time alone. So if you're envious of that, then that's cool. But the stuff that you see in videos, that's after driving for 4 days, stopping for gas 20 times. You know what I mean? Coast to coast in an 80 series, which is what I'm driving, 200 or less miles per tank. It's ugly. And in order to afford that, I can't stop at restaurants. Not that I could, because I can't wear a mask. I eat out of the truck. I sleep in the truck. If I'm on the road for like a month, I'll get a hotel once or twice to do a live stream. But that's it. I'm giving this away because the clock is ticking. And I've got so many emails of people that can't afford and can't do this and they can't do that. I want to help out. So there's that. Don't be envious of me. I don't know what it's like when you come home from work and your son or daughter runs up to you. Know what I'm saying? I don't have that. I'm not in a relationship because there's no way you can find someone that's equally as awake. And if you're with someone that's not entirely awake, you will drive them crazy. If you really believe what you say. And I do. I'm exactly what you see right now, all the time. Good, bad, and the ugly. At any rate, that's the deal. At the end of the month, I'll do another video. I'll give you the email. Don't start emailing me right now with sob stories and shit, because that will automatically disqualify you. Period. I'm telling you about the contest. I will absolutely do the contest as long as I'm alive. At the end of August, I'll give you the email. Send your paid Patriot Pantry receipt to the email that I give you, which no one has this email yet. And by then, I'll figure out how we're going to decide who the 5 subscribers that get the 500 apiece will be. You can't ask for better than that, man. Everybody on YouTube takes. I don't see anybody giving back. And I'm sure this is going to blow up in my face too, but you know what? No good deed goes unpunished. That is a fact. Richie from Boston. I'm out.